Alright, so this is a Razor scooter found on the side of the road for our junk pickup, or bulk pickup. I noticed that they gave us a charger. You can charge it up. Battery turns on. I mean, it turns on. It's on. Breaker doesn't appear to be broke, but it will not engage. Turn off master switch each ride. The battery may be unable to recharge. You see, whatever. So you're supposed to be able to get up to a certain speed and then engage this, and the motor should engage, but it doesn't. So we need to figure out why it doesn't. I don't know if that circuit breaker is to kill the battery or the power to the motor. So either we got a bad motor or a fuse to the motor is bad. Switch off. So I have to, looks like I have to drop the battery, and it looks like maybe this plate here comes up. Let's go bold and go impact. Oh, those don't appear to be tight. Someone might have been in here already. Yeah, I was figuring those would be, I thought these screws were a lot longer. And that's spinning. Oh, because I have a nut under there. Alright. Yeah, nuts under there. He crapped himself. Alright, so let's see. Are those supposed to come off? Keys. Alright. I need to get those screws loose. I should just get the wrench, right? Let's get the wrench. Actually, I had this piece of junk here. I need this. That's funny. Didn't seem all that tight either. I guess it's just the lock, the plastic lock stuff. I should have looked up for that. Okay, get this off. Alright. So here's your internals. We got two batteries in here. Here's a circuit breaker. This cable. so it's this one, the fatter one. It'll be this. Three connectors. All right, let's see if that switch works. I really don't know what that switch, how it works. Just go like this, touch these two. We should get the meter picture, huh? The meter comes out. I have my Harbor Freight meter, zeroes out perfectly. A dead short is about 3 ohms, or jumps all over the place. Cool. All right, so we have orange, orange, brown, brown. I mean, normally you would think the two oranges are the same thing. That doesn't get anything. That doesn't get anything. Nothing. Okay. So I'm going to do brown, brown. I'm testing brown to brown here. If the connector would stop falling away on me. Brown, brown, turn the switch. Just tested this. Okay, so the switch connects brown and brown, so I assume it's going to connect orange and orange too. Orange, orange. Let's see, let's go cross. Let's go crossing it orange, brown. All right. All right, so the switch connects. The switch connects. That's amazing. The switch connects orange and orange and brown and brown. And where does that go in this circuitry? Let's connect this back up. Oh, that goes into this thing. Electric bicycle controller. Huh. We really need to connect 24 volts up to that motor and see if it'll spin. Or see. I need to get to the motor. Motor connections. And see if there's any resistance over the coil. Not resistance, if there's a connection. Amazing, this is using two 12-volt batteries. I mean, that doesn't look factory, does it? Let's see if we got bending connectors. That's always cool. Well, let's see if we have 12 volt across that. I mean 24 volt. I have to turn the switch on to get that. Alright, switch on. Oh, that's a light. What's going on? Oh, the light was on the whole time. On. Why isn't that red? Because there's no power. Oh, I'm a dumbass, yeah. Duh. Power's up here, stupid. $10 volts. Oh, that's not good. You would think you wouldn't get a light if there was only 10 volts coming out. That's kind of annoying. All right, so one battery, positive, goes over through this, back up over to this battery. Okay. And that's a little, oh, that's the circuit breaker right there. All right, so the circuit breaker controls the battery. So I think our issue is that the batteries are not fully charged. We're only at 10 volts. Now, let's turn that off. Let's check each battery. What voltage we are at. This negative is going there. And where's this positive? Up there. Okay. So we want this positive side. We want this side here. And then the negative connector down there. On the circuit breaker. I got 5 volts on that battery. And that would have to assume the other one is 5 volts. Alright, so, man. Maybe this thing just wasn't charged enough. Okay. Alright. So I got the charger plugged in, 20 volt, 1.5 amp. I was just going on what I was told. I assume there's going to be 24 volts out of this. I assume. I don't know why it's got 3 connectors. Oh, 1, 2, 3. All right. 1, 2, 3. Now let's go here. 27 volts. That's in there. In there. So I don't know what the third connector is. keyed. So we'll plug this in. For some reason it screws on. It's another one of those lovely things. There's any indication that it's actually doing something. The light's not on. You got no light. Oh wait, you do. There's a light on the charger. I think it's lit. All right, it just went out. All right, let's plug this back in. Okay, there you go. The light. We got a green light, but isn't it normal to have like orange or something? Let's check the voltage at the battery to see if it's actually charging, if a charging current is actually coming to this device. Let's see, the negative, positive. Let's go to that side of the connector and then the negative down there. Let's turn on the meter. Volts. Let's watch that and see if that increases. All right, so I'll have to let that sit, see what happens. See if the charger gets hot or anything. It says it's only going to charge at 1.5 amp. What are these batteries? These are 1 amp batteries. 12 volt, 1 amp. 14 volt, 1 amp. All right. Oh, that's decreasing. What happens when we turn it on? All right. It could be that this was charged because I took this out of the car and I accidentally left it, the switch on. Went shopping, came back, and then started working on it. Well, it's like an hour or two later. The light is still saying green. This is not warm, so I'm going to guess this is not charging. That's not. I mean, this is down to 14 volts. Why is that going down? I don't understand that. Let's see what I'll plug this. The light is off. We're at 7.6. That was 10 volts before, wasn't it? So these batteries are getting worse. That still turns on. Oh. Huh. So these are 12 volt batteries. Why don't you throw another charger on there? don't understand how that was up to 19 before. It doesn't make any sense. Look at it. It must not be charging. I could throw another different charger on here. Try to charge individual batteries with a 12-volt charger. Alright, so the circuitry might not be letting it charge the batteries because they're so low. So what I've done, I disconnected where it goes to the circuitry, and I just put a direct connection from the connector. This is the connector, this here, the 27 volt that's coming in. I have it going direct off to the battery. Actually, I don't. It fell out of the hole. Now I do. So we'll see what goes on here. I was going to get a car charger and just slam, 20 amps into each one of these and get them up to the 12 volts. Because if they're not charging because they're so low and it's not letting it charge, that's one thing. I mean, they could be shot. I didn't look at a date on those. And seeing a 7 volt on those up from the 5 doesn't actually mean it was charging them. It could be that me leaving the button on drained them and then they recovered back to 7 volts. They were originally, well, that was 10 total, 14. So I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Again, that light is staying green. I mean, that's just odd. But we'll see what happens. Alright, so I got the batteries up to about 24 volts. And you hear the relay turns on now. So let's enable that. And spin the tire. Well, it was running before. There you go. Alright, so it's just an issue with maybe the batteries are too low. They wouldn't charge them. So now that I got them up to the proper voltage, I'll plug it in and see what happens. It really took it a long ass time to charge them up though. But since the motor is still running, that's about the 10th time I've had it running. We'll have to check the voltage. Let's check the voltages. See where we're at now. I forgot I was doing this. Let's see. Just grab two random ones. 11.6. Really? I wonder if that's one battery. these up and see where the wires are going. Okay. Negative. Tell you what. Positive of this one. Oh, there we go. All right, so we're at 23 volts. All right, so let's connect that charger back up. Let's see if it's actually charging. 23 volts. Should be 27. It should be 27.8, so maybe it is charging. Wait, why did it just die? That's green. Oh, did my stupid connector fall out? Yeah, what am I, stupid? It can't just die, you dumbass. Those are batteries. All right. So I'll leave this going more. Now it's going through. Before I was direct charging it. Now we'll see what's happening. Also check the price of batteries. Though I kind of have a feeling they left this thing uncharged because that front tire was flat and you couldn't get to the thing. The fill valve, which I fixed. We are at 32 pounds, I think it said. 32 psi. So this appears to be fixed. Alright, so we still got the 26 volts coming in. And the batteries are up to about 26. And dropping. I'd have to test it, but I think it just needs new batteries. I'd have to put the plate back on and test it and see how long they actually last. But that's been, well, yeah, I have to test it because they were down at 5 volts each, and it might need new ones, it might not. So it's working? Alrighty then.
Are you talking to Graham Kelly?
No.
Peace out.